Adam De Silva. He's known for his big, bold, bright flavours, and this dish certainly shows that off.
Yes, it is. It is my version of Kung Pao Chicken, and it has a massive kick because there's so many different spices in it, but there's so many variations of it because Kung Pao Chicken actually means chicken in pieces, but today we're going to use spatchcocks here.
Fantastic.
There's so many different types of chicken out there.
Yeah.
But I think this is so tender, and everything cooked on the bone is far more tastier.
Yes.
And spatchcock actually means you've actually butterflied the chicken as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut through the bone here.
And because it's such a small chicken, it's actually quite easy to cut through that.
Correct.
You could even use some kitchen scissors too if you wanted.
Yep, and it's super tender. Just cutting it into about 8 pieces here. Then we also marinate this in a very, secretive marinade. I'm letting everyone know, letting the cat out of the bag. This is a secret which I love for all types of frying of, chicken, even meat.
Yeah.
So we've got some mirin there.
Yum.
And some sake. So sake being, Japanese cooking wine. And then we've got some soy there.
Okay.
Because we're not adding any extra salt. All our salt is coming from all the soys that we're using. And we've got a bit of ginger.
Okay, ginger.
I've, converted now to using a microplane or a grater for all my ginger and garlic because I get it nice and fine and it disperses through all different types of sauces. So just chopping up these spatchcocks here, delicious. This is enough to feed a family of 4. You've got a beautiful marinade there.
Yeah, and lots of it too.
Lots of it.
It smells so good, particularly with that ginger and the sake there. Give that a stir.
Let's give it a stir. Marinate this for at least 4 hours. You could do it overnight, but you don't want to over-marinate it because there's a sugar in there from the mirin.
Yes.
So then when you go to deep fry it, it might burn too much.
All right, well, I'll take that to the fridge and we'll marinate that, clean down, and we can get on with the sauce.
So our spatchcock has marinated here, and you can see all the soy, the sake, and the mirin in there. It's kind of slightly cured it, but just flavour some there.
Yum.
And we have some hot oil here. A wok-style pan is ideal.
And we're frying it today, but you were saying before, if we wanted to, we could barbecue it. Would be a nice little option too.
Or you can even bake it in the oven.
Yes.
There's so many different ways.
Yep.
I like to fry it because
Super juicy, right?
Kind of super juicy, and you get a more even caramelisation on the flesh because the sugar in that mirin will now blacken the skin.
Nice.
So now we're just going to let that cook away. So pretty much cook it almost all the way in the oil, and then we'll just finish in our sauce. So with our sauce here, we just chop some julienne, some ginger for us, and some garlic, and that becomes the holy trinity, I call it. Chilli, garlic, and ginger makes everything taste amazing.
Oh, it sure does.
Touch of peanut oil.
Right.
If you got, obviously, anaphylactic, don't use peanut oil, but I like a peanut oil. Extra flavour there. There we go. Nice hot wok. Got it all ready to go. Look at that beautiful ginger garlic.
Nice little bit there.
Yep, and shallots. Just put it in like that and let that become aromatic. You don't want colour. You just want to activate all those beautiful aromas. Becomes a bit translucent. And now we've got our spices. Black pepper, freshly crushed, because it always tastes better when it's freshly crushed.
Yeah, and the texture is chunkier.
Chunkier. And some chilli powder, because fresh chilli gets you on the lips and dried chilli gets you in the back of the throat.
Is that right?
So I like to get both. I like the double double whammy here. We've got some Shaoxing wine, cooking wine, and we're just going to deglaze that just to get the evaporation going. And then we've got some stock here. I just use some chicken stock because this helps create the sauce. And then we're just going to season it. Got some dark soy here. We've got some normal soy.
Yeah.
Because you've got the sweet soy and you've got the salty soy. And then we've got some black vinegar, which is just going to bring a bit of sharpness to it and just elevate the sauce, made from black rice, black glutinous rice.
Yep.
And then we've got a bit of sugar, white sugar, just to balance that all out. And then we've got some beautiful butter. I know what you're thinking. This is an Asian-inspired dish, and we're using butter, but everything tastes better with butter because it gives you that good mouth feel there.
Yeah.
It makes you lick your lips. Just like I'm going to look at this chicken here. Beautiful. That's all beautifully cooked, evenly caramelised. Just drain it out, and you know what? I think we're just going to go straight into the sauce and just let it finish cooking there. You don't even have to make a sauce like this. You can even just have the chicken like this by itself. You make a bit of a, fire spice salt, or Szechuan salt, or
I love it in this sauce. This is so good. And we allow this to cook for a little bit now?
Yep, let it cook so it creates a nice little glaze. That butter will help thicken it. And look at that, it's just so glossy and delicious. Just have a little taste just to make sure. That is amazing.
He likes it.
I like it, I do like it. I do like it. We'll just turn that off. And then we've got some Chinese celery.
What is this? I haven't seen this before.
Which is just like little miniature, young, tender celery. It's delicious in stir fries because it's not like having those big bitter leaves of normal celery.
Yeah, it's a little bit delicate, but also slightly peppery.
Yes,
It's
yes.
really nice.
And crunchy,
I like
so
that.
you just throw that in like that. So give that a rough chop.
Stalks and all?
Stalks and all.
and all.
You know, at home, I also don't pick my herbs. I cut all the stalks with it as well because you don't want to waste them. That's where all the flavour is. All the flavour's in, you know, in the stem and the stalks. Beautiful. We'll just give it a little toss like that. That's why I use a wok. Beautiful, nice lip. Look at that. Some coriander through there as well. Looks amazing. Smells even better. And we're just going to put that into our little plate here.
Yeah. It's just that little bit of butter that you've added. I can smell it, but it's just given you that thick sauce too. I mean, you could have reduced it without it, but and also it just sort of mellows out the flavours.
It does,
I'd
and
imagine.
it brings it all together and it just
Yeah.
makes it, you know, tastier. Pour
Yes.
the rest of the sauce there. Look at this.
Done it again, I think.
Done it. I think I've done it again. And then we just finish with some peanuts there for extra crunch.
Yes.
And to make it a real Kung Pao chicken, or might say my version of Kung Pao chicken.
Ooh,
Look
hot.
at that.
You serve this with rice if you
Yes,
wanted
you can
to.
serve it with rice.
Whoa.
Look at that. On
Kung
the
Pao.
bone.
It's distinctly Kung Pao.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. It's getting you in the back of the throat there. But you can taste the black vinegar there just really lifts it up. Nice amount of spice.
It is so succulent and tender and bold flavours. That's what you're renowned for, and that's what I'm tasting. That's why I love your food so much, Adam. So
Thank
good.
you.
Cheers.
Delicious.
Delicious.